welcome to another episode of the Chaotic Sports Podcast. Angela wants me to turn this up.
Hey man,
you like this? You've never even heard this song. You're into it?
When I like music, I like to hear my music. You got to feel the music.
So do I, but we're doing a podcast.
I know. Well, that's why I talk loud during the podcast. You got to feel the podcast. You got to feel the music.
I don't think our fans...
Well, let them feel it for like 10 seconds.
I gotta fix these speaker wires. I actually did a YouTube video of this hip-hop album, and I played it while recording, and the speaker wires are all fucked up, you know?
At this very second, it's not.
I gotta play it, but yeah, it sounds good. That's Surrounded by Thieves. That's a local Las Vegas. Well, from at least a local...
we're considered local Las Vegas, so why not?
Well, I mean, at least from a local label. I'm not 100% sure they're from Vegas.
Yeah.
They might be. I think they are. Anyway, dude, Chaotic Sports. Beers.
It's the 2019 return of Chaotic Sports.
Yeah, it's the 2019. My name is Chris Sarda. That's Angelo Soboro. You can find us directly at Chaotic Sports on Twitter. Angelo just has to get that password back up and running.
You know, I'm a little bad with passwords. I have like 46 passwords, and it's confusing as all heck.
Luckily, it's attached to your email, so you can just reset it.
You know, passwords for emails, passwords for banks, passwords at work, passwords for anything. Yeah. It's confusing, but I'm trying to get a little better at it.
Password crazy. Everyone has it, though. Everyone listening feels your pain.
They all know my pain.
Except for me.
But some people have... I make most of mine the same, but what I'm saying, some people have like... Only like maybe they're smart or they only have like 5 passwords. I feel like I have like 20, 30 passwords. You know, it's a little too much.
So I have that, but I just have them all memorized.
Or do you make them all?
Am I crazy?
Well, you're not supposed to make them all the same, but
they're not the same. Easier. They're not the same.
Well, okay, but you know, I have stuff that makes me redo my password to like work stuff or certain stuff. You know, you have like 30 days, 60 days, and then it keeps asking you to do a new password. That's what trips me up because I have to switch stuff
every 3 months. Yeah. I mean, the trick is just to use a different symbol. Well, so you know that you go to a new symbol every time.
Or I do a symbol or a number, so it's like whatever it is, it was blah 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 2, then it's blah 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 3, blah 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 4. You know, something stupid like that.
You can find me directly at Chris Sarda on Twitter. We also do other crazy shit like the Not Part of Your Scene podcast, right? So you've actually been on that before.
I've been on it.
You've actually been on it a lot.
And I probably wasn't that good because I was never asked to be on it again.
Well, I didn't keep doing it. It switched to comics. You don't love comics.
Oh, whatever.
You're wearing a Flash shirt, but you're a poser. Dude.
I love comics, bro.
Yeah.
Just like sports, I was into comics before you, too. You know what I'm saying? So whatever.
I doubt it,
in the game
I bought Gambit's first appearance at 7-Eleven. Can you say that?
What? Probably, yeah. I used to play Punisher at 7-Eleven.
Who was second player on the Punisher game?
Come on. You asked me that last time.
Come on.
Samuel L. Jackson's character. I always forget that.
The white Samuel L. Jackson.
I know. I was always Punisher.
Yeah. That's a good trivia question. Wait, the fans just heard you snap open a beer.
That's a great trivia question, but we all know it, but it's just like you have to remember.
No, you and I know it.
I know. Okay, so they just heard the beer can open, and this is what I missed too. We used to do that too.
Yeah, the beers.
Okay, it's called Dale's Pale Ale. I don't know if I've ever had it before. He says I've been drinking it for years.
Yeah, you know. Dale's Pale Ale, it was like one of the first Oscar Blues to come out here in Vegas.
It says the original craft beer in a can. Yeah. And it's cold as hell right now, so
it's delicious. Good. So you have had this a few times because I've been buying it since it was rare. Now they got distribution out here. You know, it's like, to me, it's like the first session IPA, meaning it has that bitterness, but it doesn't overdo it. You can still drink a bunch of them.
Okay, hold on. Do I have bitter beer face?
You're on and off with IPAs.
Yeah, I think when I first tasted it right now, I had that bitter beer face.
Yeah, so for me that drinks a ton of IPAs, and you know, it's a little bit less intense, right? But still very good. All the taste is in there, delicious in the can.
One last thing, do you know where it's from?
Oscar Blues is Colorado.
Okay, Colorado.
Is it? I forgot for a second.
It is Colorado. Longmont, Colorado.
Yeah, Oscar Blues is Colorado.
North Carolina, Austin, Texas. I don't know what the hell that means.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe that's where the cans
made.
Yeah. So yeah, and so you could find the Not Part of Your Scene podcast, notpartofyourscene.com, where I write about things that aren't sports.
You write about everything. Music, whatever.
music,
right?
whatever.
Comments.
Yeah, and then the
You got
YouTube
that- you got
channel.
your friend with you at everything.
Yeah, the YouTube channel at Not Part of Your Scene on Instagram. So we do a lot, or we try to. We say we're going to do a lot. We don't actually do it.
Speaking of that, like we're gonna do more shows, and I don't have Instagram. I don't have anything.
You have Twitter.
I do have Twitter, KDOC Sports Twitter, but I forgot the password. You know what I'm saying? I haven't been on it in like 40 days.
Yeah.
Probably longer than 40 days. So I'll be honest with you, I do not know the password, and we're going to have to reset it again.
Yeah, that's fine. It's attached to your email.
I know.
So the same thing happened to me as you. You got a new phone, and then you forgot the password. So on my old phone, when you got a new phone, I was like, oh, I could still update it.
Do you know the password right now?
No.
Okay,
I have
fine.
an idea of what it is, but I don't remember like the intricacies.
Don't say.
Yeah,
right now.
obviously. I don't remember the intricacies of what was capitalized
Okay.
and not.
Anyway, so we have to be more on Twitter, but eventually we could put it on like Instagram or whatever else. I mean,
Well, we have a Chaotic Sports Instagram.
oh, see, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I made it.
I honestly didn't know that.
I was doing, but I haven't really done anything on it. I was doing videos. I was doing little 1-minute videos on the World Series, and then I quit.
because
Instagram is different that you have to have a picture.
okay.
I know everyone in the world knows this, but forgive me, audience.
I
I got to
didn't know
explain to Angelo social media.
The only thing I know about-
Instagram. You must have a pic. So everything on Instagram is a picture.
I mean, I guess I kind of knew that,
Yeah,
but if I would have got that right if it was a multiple choice question.
picture or video.
Because the only thing I know about Instagram is like.
I would have got that right if it was a multiple choice.
No, I'm just saying. If for Instagram, all I know about Instagram is like there's cool pictures of like nature or like very attractive women or something. You know what I mean? So
There's
it's
a lot
like,
of Instagram models.
It's like a hot girl in a bikini or working out.
Well, let me
or
ask you
something
this.
or
Let me ask you
whatever.
this. What's the difference between nature and a very hot girl?
I think they're both awesome.
I'm just saying,
it's
like,
one and one.
So long as there's not a lot of operation,
Can't
it's
they be
that hot
together?
girl's nature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought about doing an Instagram page. I'm just going to be in like a Speedo. Or like, you know what I'm
Get so
saying?
many followers.
You know, it'll be just like with a different beer of the day.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
like a different shirt of the day or naked or whatever.
Well, your Speedo.
Or Speedo.
I mean, that reminds me. I remember way back in 2018, you claimed that you were going to work out to make it for summer of 2019. And then earlier today, in a text message, said you claimed that you were going to start working out today so that you could have a beach body in 2020.
Yeah, but with
What? You got 4 months.
No, 2020 was the year to break out like 7 years ago because 2020 was a special year, you know?
Yeah, but
So,
in 18 it was for 19.
I already said that I'm a failure. Didn't I admit that about last year?
You did, but what I'm saying is that it's not like it's June 14th.
I know, but I can't. I want to break out. I want to break out totally. So I screwed up the 18 prediction, right? So we've been losing weight. We've talked about
I'm
Wayne.
saying you have 4 months. Let's hit it.
I'll
Let's hit it.
Okay, we're gonna make. What are we gonna do? We're gonna do a goal. So we've been talking. Wayne lost about 8 pounds, and I've lost 12.5 pounds lately. But I need to lose another 26 pounds.
So I don't need to
You
lose weight. I need to tone.
And I like that because I'm trying to just lose body fat. I really don't care if I weigh
Well, just the not
210,
eating meat.
220. I don't care what I weigh, so I like that.
Yeah, not eating meat bullshit. But I mean, I'm 205 or something right now. But since I had the torn tricep, I haven't been weightlifting at all, etc. So I need to tone a little bit.
Yeah, you're kind of frail right now. Like you couldn't.
I'm not frail. I can still kill you.
Oh, whatever, dude.
Yeah.
We could
I
live.
still
We
kill
could, we got to do a live fight one time. You know what I'm saying? I always told these guys that I was like, you want to put it on YouTube or something like that. I said that with basketball. I said it with anything. Like,
I'll do a live fight.
I was like, you want to throw this shit on YouTube or whatever? It doesn't matter. I mean, talk about fun to watch.
Yeah.
And it's forever.
I want the audience to know that, and I want Angelo to know too, because I think he thinks this will happen. You can't win on a slap fight. You can't knock someone else with a slap.
Bro, I'm a trained assassin, dude. You don't know that. Like, I've been training a while. So even though I'm not claiming I'm the best fighter, I could get down. I could get down. You know what I'm saying? Just naturally. Plus, I've trained, so I know what's up.
Anyway, I don't want to be the drunk guys talking about fighting.
Okay.
We're going to talk about UFC later anyway. So
Alright.
anyway, I'm saying why not just make a goal
Okay, well, so let's do it
for
right now.
summer?
Well, okay. But,
Let's do a pre-birthday goal.
okay, we're going to do
And that gives you that my birthday's July 15th and yours is August 18th. 18th.
Yeah.
August 18th.
Okay, so we're gonna do a pre-birthday goal, but that's not gonna take away from the 2020 adventures. You know what I'm saying? But we'll do one for like 4 or 5 months from now, which is a nice amount of time.
But 4 or 5 months, you can look like you wanted to in 2020. That's what I'm saying. If
Okay.
you're at the gym 5 days a week,
Well, I'm not at the gym 5 days a week.
well, you have 4 months to start doing that. Is what I'm saying.
Okay. See, what I've been doing is eating a little better.
The problem is
taking
our
my
job.
protein. I know, whatever.
Our jobs. Well, for us to do it together. What gym are you at?
24.
So I'm not at a gym because I was at the
Yeah.
fight gym for a while. But when I tore my tricep, I canceled.
Yeah.
So now I don't actually have a gym. So I'll go to 24.
I mean, you should because it's working out with a buddy. They have basketball there. They have weights. It helps you go an extra day or two a week, or if somebody else is there with you. Hey, let's go.
So
shoot
your
for an
your
hour.
days off are your days off are in the middle of the week.
Yeah.
So we do Wednesday, Thursday in the evening when I get off,
3 days a week.
and then Saturday, Sunday we go together. That's 4 days that we do it together.
I mean, I will do it. But see,
So
having
but
a
can
friend
you
that will do it with you helps a little bit.
Wednesday? Yeah, and then we don't have to fucking hang out at the gym. We can do our own thing. But if we're there for an hour doing something, it's something.
Well,
right?
yeah, you do a little bit together. You could go do your thing.
both.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I remember what the few times we've gone to a gym, you went running mostly.
Yeah.
So
but-
now I might be the other way around because I can't bench press still. The tricep is still technically torn, but I could do legs. I can do
can
upper
run?
body. I can run. I can do legs. I can do abs.
and then you could shoot for 40 minutes and do steam sauna or something.
I can do steam sauna, and
Shoot?
I can shoot. I just shouldn't play basketball.
Okay, so you
because
don't-
you know how I'm a little too intense.
Okay, so 30 minutes shooting is a nice little workout. I mean, just and it's fun.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You don't
I could
play
play like
pickup
low
game.
contact 21.
There you go.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, that's...
I mean, I say I could do it, but if I get too intense, I need to stop because you know how like my style of play is to just chase the ball around like a excited chihuahua.
Okay.
True or false?
I mean, it's just chaos, but
Like,
chaos
not,
works.
Not even talking about whether who's better. Like my style is to be all over the court, right?
Well, I mean, I feel like I'm like that too because
Yeah,
I
but
fucking-
I'm actually like
oh, whatever. You know, that brings me back to the Boys and Girls Club days of my team lost because I had to go out of town for soccer or something.
I've never heard that story.
Oh, I mean, we were in the championship game. Our team. I wish somebody had video of that. It was like all white dudes, and we were pissing off the other teams because other teams were supposedly better, and we
Yeah.
beat them. You know what I mean? One of those things. It was like
you guys were the workhorses.
we were like all 20 or so. It was pretty cool though because it was like,
Wait, you're at the Boys and Girls Club when you were 20?
well, it was a league. It was a league.
Oh, it was just happened at the Boys and Girls Club.
Yeah, I mean the games.
Yeah.
So
So you make it sound like you were part of the program as a child.
Well, I played there as in like elementary, 7th, 8th grade.
Yeah.
We had our games played there too.
I mean, the only time I've been at the Boys and Girls Club was when I killed you one-on-one.
No, whatever, bro.
And the referee was way more on your side.
You didn't
He
never.
was
kill
like
me.
coaching you. The
You never-
referee was coaching you.
You never killed me. Who was
Huh?
the referee? Josh?
Yeah.
Oh, whatever.
You don't remember that game?
I do remember, but you didn't kill me.
The referee was coaching
if
you.
you beat me ever, I beat you just as many times.
No, you haven't.
Yeah, whatever. That's
Yeah.
what, you sound like Wayne. Wayne beat me like once, and he will claim on to that. You know?
Well, I don't claim to be a good one-on-one player.
I'm with you.
Yeah,
I'm
a passer,
I'm better at
facilitator,
full court,
rebounder.
real game.
So I'm better at half court.
Because I can go nonstop.
Yeah,
Or
I'm
used to
better
be
at
able
half
to.
court.
Used to be able to go nonstop. It's a little different now.
Anyway, dude, what's the story? What are the sports stories?
Well,
right
can we're missing the pre-goal 4 or 5 months from now. Let's just do that real quick.
Oh, the bet?
Well, is it
Did
a
you know how
bet?
many bets we put? I mean,
It's a bet? I didn't think it was a bet.
it's not a bet. Let's make it a goal. I mean, just the nature of you and I are to make these bets.
Okay. So what's
But we don't have to bet. I don't even want it to be a bet. I want it to be friendly. I'm sick of betting in Vegas all the time. Like everything's a bet in Vegas. I agree. I agree. It should be a bet.
Okay, I love that. Although bets are fun because we do that in fantasy baseball or
Yeah,
basketball.
we do
We're
it all
like,
the time.
hey, I'll
and
bet
I'm
you
not saying
20
not to
bucks.
stop at this one. Let's just be teammates on this one.
So,
but the goals. But I want to do the pre-birthday goal for the simple fact that one, I don't need to lose weight. So
Okay.
for me, it's just a tone thing, right? So you want to tone and lose
So
weight.
what's the bet?
So that
Body
gives you
fat?
that gives you an extra month. Is what
I
I'm
know,
saying.
but what I'm saying is what's how it's not a bet, but I'm saying what's the goal? Is it weight, body fat, going consistently 3 days a week or more? I mean, what's the freaking...
Yeah, let's do that.
That's pretty awesome right there because if you're going, you're-
Let's do that. Let's do that because I don't want to do a body fat. Because here's what I'm trying to do. I'm just for me, it's tone. Since I can't get stronger, since the tricep is torn.
So how about you have a membership by beginning of March?
I'll have a membership by the beginning of March. But instead of it being like tone or body fat or bench pressing, I want it to be activity, which is what you said.
Exactly. So
Activity is the best. So 3 times in a Sunday.
It's like the
Sunday
Fitbit watch.
to Saturday.
You have to get those steps and get that activity
In a Sunday to Saturday week.
At least 3.
3. At least 3.
Which I think 3 is a pretty awesome.
Yeah, and
goal.
so
just do
you and me have 4 planned.
4 planned,
and I want to go to
we
the
could
sauna
do 3
too.
easily.
Yeah,
Because our days off.
Yeah, but you never know. Like, okay, Saturday I have something in the morning, or you had to go to your families in the morning, and we got to. Okay, I can't make it, but you can make it. But if you got to do 3, and that also. So we plan to do 4 together.
Yeah.
But then we also have 3 other days in the week to go.
So if this happened all March, all April, all May, all June,
you'll hit your goals.
That's
dude.
4 months solid,
you gotta remember,
and it's not even July yet.
Your goals aren't to be like this pro athlete. Your goals are to
tone up.
Tone up, yeah.
That's
Lose weight and tone up.
Yeah, because really the weight, if it's 202 or 212, I don't care. That's my point. And I'm a little bit heavier than that, by the way, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. So I'm like 206 right now, but I'm 206 because my protein source comes differently and I eat more vegetables and shit, right? So
I continue to like beer.
No, you still drink beer.
No, here's what I'm saying. I do drink less the last 2, 3, 4 months, which is probably why I've been losing weight too. I've been eating a little better, drinking a little less, blah blah blah.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Doing more steps.
I love this song.
Blah blah. You know what I mean? No justice, no glory. I mean, we're okay. It's good. So it's like when we did the run. I was too out of shape to really do it, but we were doing running to bar to drink.
That's awesome.
And how
the other
problem
is I hurt. I got my 3rd injury
but
of my life.
If we really consistent for 4 months, that could be our swan song. I mean, after the 3-4 months, we should do that thing again.
Well, and my idea too is that we're not going to necessarily stop drinking. It'll be like personal decision if you're going to slow down or not. But if you're in the gym every day, you're going to lose the 10 or 15 or 20 pounds you want. If you stop drinking, you're only going to lose 3 or 4 more.
Nobody's stopped drinking. Is what I'm not saying. Stop drinking. I haven't stopped drinking my whole life. Yes, I can't stop drinking. That's the problem.
Yeah,
but I don't want to stop drinking, and that's part of the alcoholism, right? Because I don't want to stop drinking. I just toned it down a little bit. That's all. That's all I said. That's all I've been doing.
Yeah, and that's good too. You know what I mean? Not tonight.
No, we're drinking right now.
Yeah. After the show, are we gonna go eat and smoke cigars? Smoke cigars at Chicago. Do you want to go to Chicago and smoke a cigar?
Yeah, and have a couple more beers.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to go to a fucking bar and not drink a beer.
We'll have a couple beers. That's what I'm saying.
Well, have you eaten? Let's make post-podcast plans on air.
I ate about 3-4 hours ago. I had steak and eggs.
At AC?
Yep.
Oh.
That's all I eaten today.
The back in the day thing.
You know what I'm saying? I've been drinking 2 protein shakes a day and then eating just not like crazy. And that's part of the reason why I've been losing weight.
I've been eating so I can go to Nacho Daddy because there's food for me there. And then get beers at Chicago. It's like in the same...
You want to repeat what we did 6 months ago?
Oh, no, that wasn't even 6 months ago. That was like a month ago.
No, that was not.
Yeah?
That was last season, Golden Knights. Last season.
No, it wasn't.
Was it not last season?
No.
Okay, it was the beginning of this season.
Because I've only gone one other time. I went during the NFC Championship to smoke a cigar.
Okay, it was the beginning of this NHL season. Was like a few months.
The beginning.
It was like 2 months.
The very beginning. It was the day after the Knights lost 7-0, and then they won the game that we were at.
It was like a month and a half, 2 months ago.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
So I'm a little off on
Your
time.
timing is always shitty, dude.
Yeah, but I mean 2 months? I mean, I said 6. I mean... You know, you said a month. I mean, you were off too. I was off a little more.
Well, what? A month or 2 months?
2 months. It was about 2. I said 6. You said 1.
That's reasonable.
It was 2.
Okay, we'll do that afterwards. So we got the bet. We also made a plan to smoke cigars.
I like the bet. It's
eat
just
vegan
consistency.
That's a great bet. The bet is. It's not even a bet for consistency. It's a goal that we're going to help each other meet.
So you have a few months to get your thing, and we start up just like that.
I'll start. Listen. Oh, that's the other part of the goal together. We start the week. I get my membership.
So just get it in a few weeks and we're ready to go.
No, I might literally get it next week.
Okay,
I might literally get it this weekend.
Yeah, because it does
24-hour fitness. Which one do you go to?
A couple of them, like the old school
what's
one.
The closest one here?
Well, let me tell you 2, and I like to go to 2. The one, should I say Streets?
Yeah,
want to give away Streets?
What do you mean? It's not like
I don't want people fucking. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Anyway, this one's in the Northwest. I can't say exact location.
Northwest
I'll
Las
say one
Vegas.
street. I'll say one
The
street.
whole world's listening. Northwest Las Vegas.
Okay, I'm not.
We've
gonna
been doing this for years.
I'm not going
dude.
to tell you two streets. I'll tell you one street. One's on Alta, old school. I like that one because it's not packed. The basketball court's not packed ever.
Alta?
Yeah.
Alta and Charleston?
Yeah. No, those streets. If that 24 is on Alta and Charleston, it's like it's in like space because those streets go the same
Oh,
way.
they run the same way.
So like it's on Alta and Charleston. It's like impossible, you know.
Alta and Town Center, I meant.
No,
Charleston and Town Center?
Alta and like Rainbow. And then the other one is
Wait. Alta and Rainbow?
Yeah, the other one's Agassiz Sport in Summerlin Town Center. That's the one you're talking about.
Oh, yeah.
I like both of those.
That's
So
a
they're
24 now.
Yeah.
Okay.
That one's the better one. We should go to that one more, Agassiz one. But the Alta one's cool because it's not packed that much. So if you go like like late at night, you can do the weights. Nobody's at the basketball court.
Do you have the
yeah, the upgrade?
No, the upgrade where you get to bring one person?
Actually, that's a good. I might even be able to get you for free. You might not even need it. I'm not. I mean,
Well, I'll do it anyway just in case because I have to go alone a couple
Yeah,
times.
let me look into that because I think I do. I think
The reason I want it is for Gosha,
Yeah.
with my wife, because she brings me to EOS for free every now and then. She has
So you owe
a
her.
guest pass.
You owe her. I mean, she
Yeah.
brings you.
She
bring
just
her.
likes the classes, you know what I mean? So
I mean, you know, I will say I did like a spin class like 7 months ago, and it was like
I mean that's where you're gonna burn the calories.
I tried, you know what I'm saying? I did like halfway through, and I was like walked out.
Yeah. Or you walked out.
Yeah, I was doing the work, and then I
I
was
mean
like,
the goal is just to make it. Just do it slower and to make it.
Yeah.
But we're done with this. We're done with this conversation.
okay, but it was cool. No, it's a good.
We got it though.
conversation.
Yeah. We just talked a long time about it.
That's fine. This show
So-
is supposed to be a long show.
That's amazing. The beers, the conversation's been about beers and working out, and somehow it's worked to be clearly about beer and working out. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So now we'll talk sports because it's partly a sports podcast.
Yeah. We got two topics. We're just fucking around.
It's chaotic. It's just chaos.
The only
in
thing we're not going to talk about
is
the
what
motherfucking Patriots.
Oh, that's fine. Even
You
though
got it?
I won't talk about your homie because it's. I don't. I agree. I mean, whatever. I mean, you're wrong. You're wrong.
I'm not wrong.
I would like to talk about Gronk a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But we don't
Okay. Before we talk about this, the
you know?
Patriots.
Don't start.
The
Don't
Patriots.
Start with that, 'cause
Hold
you're
on.
Get me started.
The Patriots' success. This is all you got to do. There's 100% available. You can give it to two people.
It's a team sport.
I agree. It's a team sport.
You gotta give it to like 4, 5, 6.
You
8,
do.
10.
You do. But in the range of 100%, who is more? Who gets what amount of percent? Belichick or Brady?
I don't give a shit. It's everybody. It's Robert Kraft. It's Belichick, Brady. It's Gronk. It's Edelman. It's the defense.
It is. I agree with all that.
I mean, you know, what I'm saying?
I
It's
agree with
not-
all that.
So I agree.
But the only two constants, well, Robert Kraft too. But the only two constants
Belichick, Brady,
is Belichick, Brady.
and Gronk's been a constant for a while too.
Well, only half the time.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, what I mean,
So the two constants from the first Super Bowl to this last Super Bowl are Belichick and Brady.
yeah.
Who is more
I
responsible?
thought we weren't talking of getting deep into this.
Who? Just tell me, and then I'll switch. Who's
No,
more responsible?
It doesn't matter. Everybody is.
Belichick.
Everybody is, man. It's
You know
not-
what came out
the
today
coaches
that I
don't
thought?
play the game. You know that.
You know, I agree with that. You know what? So that's where Brady gets. That's why I wouldn't say 100% Belichick because Brady
Yeah.
does get credit because he's
No, you have to
competitive
go out
and does
and
everything.
fucking produce. You know what I'm saying?
So just a side note, without getting into it, just a side note. Audio has come out of the Super Bowl, and no one knows why. And you're gonna love this shit because it's mindfuck shit. No one knows
I
why.
do like mine. Fuck
Yeah, no one knows why. But there's all this audio of Belichick wanting to know where Sean McVay is at all times. So there's audio of him going, "I don't got eyes on McVay. I don't
Okay.
have eyes on him.
Can
I don't have eyes
let
on
me
him."
jump in real quick. I have no idea about that. So I want to look that up, and I want you to show me.
Yeah.
The thing I do know, I saw a video a couple days ago. It was some dude showed me. It was like on Instagram, or it was some kind of Facebook thing. You know, like how they talk crap on people. You know how they make like a
Memes.
Yeah, memes. There you go. See, I'm not big on memes. I mean, I've never done a meme. But anyway, it was Belichick, and he was pulling McVay off the sideline because the Super Bowl trophy was coming by. It was really funny.
Yeah.
It was like, so it kind of ties into what you're saying. It was like he was like, get off the sideline. I'm trying to win a Super Bowl here. You know what I'm saying? Because he was kind of disappeared, right?
Yeah.
You know
So,
what I'm saying?
I know that you haven't heard it because it was just a random radio show talking about it and hasn't really hit the news big.
I have no idea.
So, but what do you think about why would Belichick always want to have eyes on McVay? So this audio, I'm going to repeat the audio. I'm going to repeat the audio.
To look at my eye and my fuck.
Yeah. So sometimes it wasn't even eye to eye. He goes on the audio. He's like, I don't have eyes on McVay. Someone, whenever he would lose McVay, I don't have eyes on McVay.
So he's not.
I don't have eyes on him.
Where
is he? Where is he? Where is he?
He's not trying to read his lips.
He goes, oh, I got eyes on him. I see where he is.
He's trying to read his.
Is it a mind fuck, or does he know tells what McVay's going to do?
No.
Like poker?
No, it's not. It's a mind fuck.
It's both. Well, here's the other mind fuck.
It's like I want to see his expression right now. We held his team that scores 30 a game, one of the best offenses in the league, to fucking 0 points.
Well, it worked the other way too.
I want to look him in the eye and tell him I want to mind fuck him.
But I mean, it worked the other way too. The Rams held the Patriots to fucking no points to the end. But the second thing that I want you to understand why Belichick's a fucking evil genius. He's either Satan, Darth Vader, or Emperor Palpatine.
No, he doesn't need to stare him down and
Here's the other thing he did.
Look at Reed. Somebody else can do that.
Here's the other thing he did.
And it's not illegal to do that, by the way.
Of course
it's like
not.
in baseball.
Here's the other thing he did. He'd been texting McVay throughout the playoffs.
Tom, good luck. I'll see you.
Just I don't know what he's doing. No one knows what the texts are, obviously.
That happens all the time.
No. But Belichick looks like he doesn't care about shit.
Well,
Belichick's never watched any of the Netflix Marvel series.
What's besides Instagram? What is it? What's the thing where you record stuff? Like, what's the other websites?
What, social media?
Yeah, social media.
Facebook,
stuff.
Twitter, Instagram.
Okay, he called something. You don't know when he called it. Oh, Geekbook, or he called it like
MySpace.
No, not MySpace. Anyway, he called something like by the wrong name, and it was funny as hell.
Who,
like,
Belichick?
Yeah, Belichick. He was like, I don't have not Facebook, but InstaFace or whatever he called it. So you're right. I mean, you can't picture him on there, but he knows how to text.
Yeah, he knows what's going on.
His wife texts.
He's 66. He knows what's going on.
Yeah, it's not like he doesn't know how to text.
Yeah.
So
no one's better at the mind games than Belichick.
I think that he probably likes the other coach. Just like Gruden grew up with that dude.
I mean, McVay is. I mean, Sean McVay is 33 years old. Get ready to know who Sean McVay is for the next 40 years.
He's
going to be in football for 40 years.
Yeah, he's going to be around a long time.
Yeah.
So
maybe he picks up a bad team and has to go coach in college, but he's going to be around for a long time.
I think Belichick probably respects McVay and the shit that he's done so far.
But it's like LeBron going up against a rookie right now. Is Belichick spanked him in a tight game? Belichick spanked him.
Okay,
because all he needed, it was so tight. All they needed to do was make one adjustment. Tom Brady looked good for one drive. Otherwise, looked like shit.
The most important drive, like end of the game type of drive.
Exactly. Well, I mean, it was towards the end of the game, fourth quarter drive.
But it was like we score here, we probably win the game, and they scored and won the game. It was a very important drive, right?
Well, I mean, Jared Goff made the biggest mistake in Super Bowl history.
I mean, they would say Jared Goff might be the MVP. He played so bad that he freaking might be the MVP for the Patriots.
Yeah, but the interception he threw was big because they were in the red zone or near the red zone.
And speak about crazy odds, like a defender would be like 100 to 1, 200 to 1, could have almost won the MVP for the Patriots.
Who won the MVP? Edelman.
But what I'm saying is like. The defense played so good for the Patriots.
No, they didn't. They didn't play that well.
They held the best scoring team in the league.
Yeah, but Goff played really bad.
Yeah, but the defense.
If there was a defense that played well, it was the Rams.
Bro, they held the Rams
You were
0.
working, dude. I watched.
It doesn't matter. I did not watch the whole game. I watched like half of it, and I still kind of want to watch the whole thing.
Yeah.
But I don't care. I don't have to watch it. They held the Rams, second highest scoring team in the league this year. Probably one of the highest scoring teams ever. To 0 points for half. That's
a beautiful thing to say. But the Rams haven't been scoring a ton since the Bears fucking figured McVay out.
It doesn't matter.
That absolutely matters. The last 5 or 6 weeks they haven't been scoring.
0 points for half. 3 points. The Rams did not score a touchdown.
The Rams haven't been scoring a ton since they played the Bears. They hadn't been crazy.
In the biggest game of the year.
With Gurley injured. With Gurley not 100%.
Did I not say that before? I was like, Gurley's probably not going to do that. Gurley's probably injured.
We've seen it for 4 weeks. since the Rams played the Bears, they haven't
Yes.
been that offense at the beginning of the year.
Defense and
Yeah.
So
there's another thing too. I can't remember which DB. Actually, someone at work told me. You know what? This is how much of a genius Belichick is. They don't. So the DB goes, "Hey, what did you play your set defense against the Rams?" And this DB, I don't know who it was,
for the Patriots,
from the Patriots, goes, "We don't have a set defense. We have a specific defense against every team we play."
Well,
and he goes, "This is what we did.
No,
this is what we did."
You have to trick the other team. You have to.
I'm telling you what they did.
They think you're doing man. You do zone.
That's exactly what he said.
No shit. That's easy. That's fucking.
It's not easy though. But they line up.
It's not
in
easy
man.
to do, but that's the smart way to play.
They line up
you
in
can't
man.
let the other team know what you're doing all the time.
They line up in man. They switch to zone.
I know they do that.
And
in
then
basketball.
Goff sucks.
They do that. In
Goff
everything.
sucks against zone. He couldn't read the defense.
Just because Goff sucked didn't mean the Patriots didn't play good defense. They held him to 3 points.
Oh, listen, I'm not saying they played bad defense. They held him to 3 points, right?
That's amazing.
But I'm saying if there was a team that played incredible defensively, it was the Rams.
And the Patriots, they held him to 3 points. I mean, it was, honestly, I did not.
They held
watch
him
the
to
whole
3
game.
points because Goff.
I did not watch the whole game.
They held him 3 points because Goff wasn't that good.
Goff was horrible.
Yeah, that's
But
why.
what I'm saying is,
it's not like they were hitting him.
What I'm saying is the defense obviously played good. The Rams only scored 3 points, and that's a potent offense. And I know Gurley was not 100%.
If the defense played bad, Goff played so bad that they might have scored 13 or 14.
And that's why I say Goff could be the MVP for the Patriots.
So anyway, let's get to the big trade. NBA.
What trade?
Huh?
What trade?
The trade. Yeah, we both don't know shit
I
about
know
it.
the trade you're talking about.
It's not after the All-Star
I'm
game.
fucking you right now. You don't even know it.
It's not after the All-Star game. We're not watching fucking 3 NBA games.
Okay, it's not the Anthony Davis trade, which that's considered
never
a big
happened.
trade.
Yeah.
No, but that's when you
This
say
is
the
a
big
big
trade.
trade.
When you say the big trade, they'll be like, "Where did Davis go?"
There's only one more day of trade deadline.
So what?
So this could be the biggest trade of the year.
Yeah, but he doesn't have to get traded in one day, right? Because he could just not play for New Orleans the rest of the
What he can do defensively, versatility with his length, athleticism.
This is his last year.
Who? Davis?
Anthony Davis.
No.
He doesn't have to sign. If this trade doesn't
It's
go,
not his last year. He said he's not going to sign an extension, so he could actually have to play next year.
yeah, but he could just.
They're going to trade him in the summer,
They
but
need to get rid of him before.
but it's
he
not
can
the
get
end of
nothing
his
from him.
contract. Anyway, forget about that. Here's the trade. Philadelphia acquired Tobias Harris, Boban, Mike Scott, Wilson Chandler, Mike Muscala, Laundry Shamet.
A bunch of players you've never heard of.
Yeah, I never heard of half those guys. A protected 2020 Philadelphia.
No, one first rounder and a protected something else, right? Didn't they get
a protected Philadelphia first round pick? 2021 first round pick from the Miami Heat via the Sixers, and 2 future second picks, both from the Detroit Pistons via the Sixers. It's a massive trade deadline swap that has immediate and lasting long-range impacts for both teams. That is a quote from Yahoo Sports, an article written by Keith Smith. So it's clear what one team is doing, what the other team is doing. So the 76ers are trying to get deep now, and the Clippers are trying to get deep later.
Okay, but the Clippers are doing what the Lakers are trying to do: get rid of their salary so they could, or like the Knicks.
So they big huge signings.
Like the Knicks traded the unicorn, so they could sign like 2 max contracts.
Yeah. So you're either doing in the NBA today. You're either doing one of 2 things. You're either trying to get deep now, trying to win now, or you're trying to win. Not even tanking, because
you're doing what Tyler's doing in the fantasy basketball league.
I guess
he's not paying attention on purpose just because he's stupid, but also because he's trying to get Zion Williamson. I mean, you don't think he's tanking? I think his team sucks, but I'm saying he's obviously not paying attention. So those are what real teams are doing sometimes, because they're tanking, trying to get draft picks. Right? Or no?
Yeah. I mean, that's exactly what the Clippers did. But I mean, the Clippers still might make the playoffs. You know what I mean? They still might make the playoffs.
Even if they make the playoffs, they already know they're not going anywhere anyway. So it doesn't matter.
There's nothing they can do to be in the top 5 seeds.
They can never be Golden State. They can never be freaking Houston.
Yeah. Never. It's
not going to happen.
But give it to the Clippers. They're trying to do. They're making moves to be a legitimate team. They're not just happy being sucky. And the same way with the 76ers. The 76ers have improved themselves to a team that is one of the better, not the Golden State, of course, but is one of the better starting lineups, especially in the East.
So you just have to be like what the Cavs were. You just have to be one of the better teams in the East, and you might make the finals every year.
You could.
So like the Sixers are probably going to be in the finals the next 3 out of 5 years.
I don't know if they make the finals this year.
Besides the Celtics, who else do they freaking play?
This shit might not gel. It might not gel. Like when you just read their starting lineup, it was Embiid,
JJ
Redick, Tobias, Jimmy Butler,
and Ben Simmons.
So individually, those sound like some great players or great pieces, but I mean together it's hard. It's talent-wise, but you got to play as a team, you know. And Jimmy Butler's been a little bit of a cancer lately. Yeah. It's even right now, even with Embiid, who's the best player on that team, I would say Ben Simmons and Jimmy Butler are close.
Well, the Celtics have a good starting.
No, they have a great starting.
Kyrie Irving, they have freaking Gordon Hayward. They have a lot. They have good players.
So we talked about this pre-show, but I just want to share it. Jim Rome, who everyone knows Jim Rome. No one knows who the fuck we are. But I liked his take, is that what the trade also does for the Clippers is make it less likely that the Raptors make the finals. Now, I know you and I don't think the Raptors would make the finals anyway, but it makes it even less likely that they will, which makes it more likely that Kawhi will leave and head west. The fact that the Lakers are trying to get AD implies that they may not be able to get Kawhi, which means that Kawhi might go to the Clippers.
He definitely might go to the Clippers, but what if Kawhi goes to the Lakers with AD and a team with LeBron?
I mean, if it's LeBron, Kawhi, and AD, that's arguably, you know what I mean? Those three players should be on anyone's top 5.
Yeah. I mean,
because the other 2 best players in the league are in Golden State.
Or what if Kawhi goes to the Clippers and then Greek Freak goes to the Clippers next year? I mean, there's some good free agents.
Yeah, who knows what happens? So, I mean, the name of the game in the NBA right now is to gather stars.
Which a couple teams are getting ready to do it.
Gather stars. The problem is that Golden State did 2 things.
They drafted well.
Yeah, 1, their draft picks panned down. I don't want to say they drafted well, because they panned down.
Yeah.
And then 2, they did the star grab before everyone else sort of realized you either tank or compete. Because there's no middle ground now. It's tank or compete.
Well, when they didn't do the star grab before, like, Miami.
Yeah, Miami was first. You're right.
Then,
Miami was the first of it all.
Golden State was a team that everybody was like, that's fun to play with those guys. They weren't like, everybody was like Curry, Klay Thompson, they're fun to play with. They're not like, they're not like,
Adonis.
Yeah, they're not like freaking, this is my team. They're like, hey man, this is fun. Go ahead, yeah. They were, what is it like? They were confident enough in themselves where it's like, they weren't like, no, you can't play here. They're like, yeah, come on.
Here's the real problem, though, is that whatever moves you make, I'm going to do a rap song. Whatever moves you make, you're not going to be Golden State. There's
how hard you try, it's going to be too late.
Yeah, there you go, dude. There's no legitimate move you can make that can beat Golden State. The only one I can think
However hard you try, this is our state.
Yeah, the only move that I can think of is that the Rockets get some good defending forward.
No, they would need a big star. They're just not going to be good enough to.
Well, listen, the Rockets should have beat Golden State with Ariza, and they missed 27 threes in a row. Otherwise, they would have won.
Okay, but Harden can't do it all. They need
they can't. So they need a defensive big man. Is what I would say. That's the only way, and then I'm only like 10% sure because now Golden State has Boogie.
No, they don't need. They need a defensive big man, but they also need the Greek Freak, or they need another star, or they're not going to do much.
Well,
even if they won 1 year, they would not win nothing else. This is what I'm saying.
They were looking good against Golden State last year.
Harden needs help, bro. He needs another big
star. And he gets tired in the playoffs because it all goes on.
Chris Paul's good, but he's a little older. They need another big star.
I agree with that too. I think though, even a Ariza level player makes them closer than anyone can possibly get. That's really the only choice you can make. So Greek Freak won't go to the Rockets this year.
No.
There's no move you can make.
I'll tell you what hurts the Rockets and what hurts the other teams in the West. There's a team that are like, hey man, we're coming up right now, and we're ready to take over the West in the next couple of years.
Who? Utah?
Dallas Mavericks.
Oh yeah.
Dude,
obviously they're making important moves.
Well, if you got 2 dudes that just evolve with insane talent, and if they got a big free agent, the West is.
I think they need one more.
Yeah,
I think they need a guard.
Yeah,
The West need a big guard.
The West of all of a sudden it's like, damn, the Mavericks.
But that's a talk later. That's a talk for next year.
I'm talking a couple years from now.
A year or
but
two,
all of a sudden now the Mavericks are like second seed.
They need
they
a
might
big
win
guard.
a damn title.
They need Kyrie.
They need exactly.
Yeah.
If they got one more player,
a guard. I'm saying those two guys need a guard.
guy that can score.
Yeah, a guy that can score,
not distribute,
or a ball handler.
Well, a guy that contributes is freaking their young star right now.
Okay, so a guy just you can never have enough guys to distribute, is what I'm saying. But the guard starts with the ball, so you need him to distribute. Does that make sense?
How do you say his name? Jokic.
Jokic.
He distributes. He gets like 8, 9, 10 assists.
He does, but he doesn't start with the ball. He distributes after he gets the ball.
Okay, so Kyrie, anybody.
So that's what I mean.
Any
right?
big star. It could be Greek Freak. It could be Kyrie.
No, not Greek Freak.
Well, because he can't play with Unicorn.
Yeah. I mean, that's two forwards right there.
So what?
You need a guard, is what I'm saying.
A guard sounds good, but also two really good forwards is good too.
Yeah,
with
they're both forwards, aren't they? They both play forward.
Yeah.
I mean, I know Porzingis.
Jokic is kind of like LeBron. I mean, he plays forward, but he can also distribute and do.
Yeah, he's a lot like that. And then, I mean, Porzingis is either a power forward center, like he's one of those. I mean, he's like Anthony Davis is a power forward technically, but we all think of him as a center.
Yeah, it's like Dirk. It's like can do center, but he also can like shoot threes.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying.
New age.
That's what I'm saying. You need a good. You don't even need Kyrie, dude. You need just a decent. You need what's his name? You need Devin Booker. Devin Booker on that team would be great. Klay Thompson would be good too, but I mean, could he switch to point guard? Could he handle the ball up the court? I think so.
I think so.
I think so too, but I think Devin Booker might be better.
Because Devin Booker's a good one.
Yeah, because Devin Booker's a pure point guard. He already got players that can distribute and score.
2 Euro
anyway
could make for some fun in the years down the road.
Anyway, let's get to the next topic, and then we'll close this out. We'll get a nice hour show going.
We're talking too long right now?
Nah, we're good. Dude, we're good. We're just talking randomly about basketball and shit. I mean, that's what people listen for. UFC 234 is happening on Saturday, and we don't even have to talk about this long because the truth is that the guy that's fighting is one of the best fighters in the world, but people don't give a shit about Robert Whittaker. And I don't really know why. So Robert Whittaker is fighting Kelvin Gastelum, which is a good fight, but I think is a almost a stay busy fight for Robert Whittaker because Kelvin Gastelum was dominant as a welterweight. Then he started getting weight problems. He went up to middleweight. He won.
Up and comer, but I think Whittaker beats him.
Yeah, he's an up and comer, but middleweight is really top heavy. You know. So the worst best middleweight right now is Chris Weidman, and everyone knows. So he's probably now ranked 5th or 6th because he's losing against the big guys.
I don't want to see him get hit no more, man.
Everyone knows that after if he fights anyone below him, he's going to murder him. Right? He beat Kelvin Gastelum.
Well, he was younger.
No, he wasn't.
Years ago.
No, it wasn't. Years ago. No, it wasn't. So. Chris Weidman is like 1-4.
I mean, Weidman's a stud.
Chris Weidman's 1-4 in his last 5 fights. That one win was Kelvin Gastelum, and then Kelvin Gastelum won a couple, and then they gave him the title shot.
I know, but I just don't think Gastelum is that good.
Well, I think he's good.
Beats him easily.
So I agree that Whittaker beats him easily. I disagree that Kelvin Gastelum's not that good. I think he could win against a lot of these guys. If he would win this fight, I wouldn't be surprised. But I think Robert Whittaker is very good, and he's fighting at home in Australia.
Yeah. Okay, so that makes for a hell of a fight.
Yeah.
But is that like number one fight type of best fight on the card, get you to watch type shit?
For me, it is because it's Robert Whittaker.
Just that fight, though.
Yeah, there's one other great fight on the card, and it deserves the co-main event billing. It's definitely not a main event for a pay-per-view, and that's Israel Adesanya against Anderson Silva. Now, Israel Adesanya is an interesting fighter because there's an argument over who he's fought. Should he be ranked above Weidman? And then Weidman has fought only great fighters. He's actually beaten the guy that's challenging for the title only a year and a half ago, but Israel Adesanya has been just on fire as far as striking goes.
So isn't Silva kind of like Weidman? He's in his latter the latter stages, he's still good.
I don't think Weidman's in his latter stages. I think he's had some bad luck. Weidman's still relatively young. Silva's like 43.
Yeah, but Weidman's old for all the head hits and the pounding he's taken, I think.
No, he really only took a pounding against the, I can't remember his name, the Cuban guy. That's really the only place he's taken a bad beating that I can think of.
The ripped up dude.
Yeah,
Like
I can't remember his name. I can't remember his name because I can't think of it. Because I'm an idiot. I mean,
you should know it.
I should know it. Obviously, I know it. No, it's not fucking Barbosa. Don't say names. You're going to embarrass yourself.
Dude, it doesn't matter. I know who you're talking about. You're talking about the dude that's cut up like all hell.
Yeah.
Bald head. I know who you're talking about, dude.
I can't believe I can't remember names. I didn't know we were going to talk about him, so
it doesn't matter. I mean,
I forget names.
There's hella fighters.
Well, dude, you know what I mean? We're supposed to know.
Well, I'm talking.
Yoel Romero. Can't believe I forgot Yoel Romero's fucking. Yeah, so he beat Gastelum, by the way, in mid 17. So that's only a year and a half ago.
Okay.
Right. So then he lost to Souza by KO. I mean, that was bad. TKO. Yeah, so Mousasi beat him, Romero beat him, and Rockhold beat him. So all TKOs, but I don't see it the way you do. I think he just gets caught now, same way he caught Anderson Silva. You know?
I think Weidman's one of the better fighters of all time. I mean, I think he's been consistent.
He's not been consistent.
He's beat Silva, which is considered one of the best fighters of all
time.
At
the time, but the problem is that after he beat Silva...
I have a lot of respect for him.
After he beat Silva started losing. So it was like maybe the end of Silva's career.
One of the better fighters of all time. You might say St. Pierre, you might say a few other people, but what I'm saying is I got a lot of respect for Weidman.
Yeah, I still think he's in the mix. He's just got to make some adjustments. But Weidman's not the subject. Israel Adesanya is, and he's the new young buck. Almost looks like Anderson Silva, right? And now he's fighting Anderson Silva. The problem is that Anderson Silva spent his whole career wishing people would just stand up and strike with him. He's finally got the guy that will 100% stand up and strike with him.
Well, Silva did a lot of his fights trying to play in your... He's trying to mind fuck you.
In your head, yeah.
He's trying to mind fuck you.
Yeah.
And some players won't play into that.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't think Adesanya will. I think that maybe the mystique of Silva is gone. But Silva's crafty and smart. He's just 42, 43 now.
Okay,
right?
So if he's trying to go out on top as far as win a couple fights and retire.
Well, they promised him a title fight if he wins. The winner of this fight against the winner of Gastelum and Whitaker. Yeah.
Okay, I can see.
So Silva might get another title fight.
Whitaker Silva.
Well, I mean, he has to get through Adesanya, and everyone's on Adesanya's ass right now. Everyone thinks Israel is the best fighter in that division right now, and all he needs is this fight and the next one.
I'll take Whitaker wins, Silva wins.
I'll take Whitaker and Adesanya. I think Adesanya beats Silva. I mean, there's somewhere in the back of my head I want Silva as the underdog to come out ahead, but I think Adesanya has really got into his groove. You know, I was watching Israel Adesanya as a kickboxer a couple of years ago in the tournaments in Glory.
Okay, won't Whitaker just murder either of those dudes?
I don't know. I don't think so. Yeah. Let me tell you this. Imagine that Adesanya was the size of Whitaker and a mixture between old school Anderson Silva and Tony Ferguson.
Well, then he would be undefeated.
He isn't defeated.
Okay, well, I'm just saying.
Yeah. But can that guy
combinations of all these good fighters?
Can that guy beat Whitaker?
Well, Adesanya hasn't fought any great fighters, has he?
He's fought decent fighters and torn them up.
Great ones.
Yeah, well, he's now in the mix, so now we get to see.
Yeah, there's a lot of undefeated.
Yeah, after this, we get to see him fighting
people that have a good record, but it's like, dude, who have you fought? I mean, that's how you come up in the game, though, right? You fight a bunch of... It's like in boxing.
Yeah, but he's not a joke, dude.
No, I'm not saying he's a joke, but I'm just saying the dude has not... I guarantee you he doesn't have any great wins against big fighters.
Yeah, I mean, it's Derek Brunson, Brad Tavares, Martin Vettori. I don't even know who that is. I didn't watch that fight. That was a Poirier and Gaethje card, so I probably did watch it. Rob Wilkinson. Yeah, so not yet, but the dynamic fighting...
Until now.
The dynamic fighting's big. Well... Some would argue not even now because Anderson Silva is not the Anderson Silva old, right?
But if he beats Silva and then he'll fight Whitaker, then you could be like right now is the big fight.
Anyway, find us at Chaotic Sports on Twitter, at Chris Sarda.
I'm sad it's over, man. That was
We're
pretty fun.
going to do a bunch of them. At Chris Sarda on Twitter. We got Not Part of Your Scene. You can just Google that, find it on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter.
So I can get on that show
Do that
soon?
shit. Of course you get on that show.
Okay, and
Talk
then
comics. Be my... Yeah, here we're more of a duo. The comics thing, you might have to be the sidekick
That's
while
fine.
I talk about shit, right?
No, whatever. I can
Talk about music and shit.
So I'll try to get on that. I'll try to remember my password. I'm going to try to do a lot of stuff in the next few days.
Yeah. And this music is Surrounded by Thieves.
Goodbye.